So after action, it's May 18th, Monday. Today was solid. I'm a month in, officially. I think I already said it on the last vid. But today I had one appointment with property manager, assistant manager, and then the supervisor. That went pretty well. This was right next door to the one that I had last Friday. So I brought them Paris baguette. I met with the maintenance manager and he walked me through all of the issues he's having. I showed him, commercial pricing. He asked me for pricing on this, specific jobs, which I didn't know what it was. Oh, shit. We're standing in this video. And yeah, it went well. Like I said, I brought on Paris baguette. They were happy. They're friendly. I met some of the residents. They were there. All the senior folks are always pretty nice and welcoming and always wanting to talk. So it's always a nice thing. After that, we came back to the office, kind of did some, not busy work, but just catch up, updated the calendar, made sure that, my week is planned out. We have a little event on Thursday, which we're gonna set up a little booth. So that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be my first time doing something like that and just connecting with other individuals in the apartment association. So that should be pretty fun. It's gonna be me and AJ. We're gonna set up a table and all that. I learned what low rise, mid rise, and high rises are, which are either 1 to 4 stories, 5 to 12 stories, or 13 or more, which is cool. So now, if I can be like, are you guys a high rise? Are you guys this, and that? And they'll think I'm knowledgeable. I ended up doing about 20 calls, 20 to 25. I'm not fully sure. I think 20, 21, 22. To Greystar companies, or Greystar property managed by Greystar. So we're nationally approved vendor with them. So I'm calling, doing the same thing, asking for not an invite, but an opportunity to go meet with them. Most of them denied me and just gave me the email to send to them. So that was chill. So I got to send some emails, and then I compiled a list of all the meetings I've had. Total, I have had 13 meetings. Out of the 13, 8 of them have been generated from third-party company, and then the rest I did, I believe. Yeah. So out of those 13, I was thinking of it. It was like, unfortunately, it's not that instant gratification of like making a sale. These are going to be longer term, longer turnover rate. Months, 2 months, where you actually see it get paid off from your first initial visit or your first initial investment of like time. So hopefully we start receiving some calls soon. I guess it's just a numbers game. I think I do pretty well at making a good first impression. People just want to be taken care of, and they just want someone they can trust. So I believe I'm a very trustworthy person, and I do hold certain standards to how we work, and I believe that goes a long way. Speaking of like high standards, it's kind of hard to have the high standards be from start to finish amongst different employees, especially depending on how bought in the employee is. Very interesting to see. You can really tell who's really bought in, who's not. And I personally think there's a way to have your employees buy in, and there's a way to have them be motivated to be working. First, compensation, of course, right? You have to pay your people what they're worth. Because if you do that, it shows that you care about them, you want to see them succeed, and you're not just trying to use them for, just use them. You believe if you're not going to pay somebody, they're going to give you shitty work. I think you should instill confidence and constant feedback to them. Try and guide them, or always trying to improve them. Iron sharpens iron type of mentality. I saw this Instagram yesterday that these people try to run a company that's like based on the word of. You know what I was saying? I had to switch locations because people were in the office, and I'm not fully comfortable yet having my fucking phone recording where people can see me. It's still pretty uncomfortable, so I get like self-conscious. Not self-conscious, I get embarrassed. Which, I gotta work on that, but whatever. What I was saying is basically you have to run the company or any team, right? As the top person, the owner, the one that calls the shots, has to do. If you expect the lowest ranking person on the team or in the company to give you their 100%, you need to show them by example what that looks like. Top person needs to give 110% to show that they're bought in, so that builds a culture for everyone below them to want to be as hungry, want to put in the same amount of effort to succeed. And I think that's how you create a successful team and create great culture within the company. And build great relationships with your employees. If they know they're safe and they're taken care of, and all they have to do is, give 110%. I know they're gonna fuck up, no, everyone does. And handling that appropriately, goes a long way. I mean, I haven't even had issues yet, so yeah, I have, but nothing too crazy. The reason I bring that up is just I can see the flaws that are, happening because of the lack of everything that I'm saying. Not personally with me, but just other sides of the company, and it's not sustainable for them, for either of the parties, the owners or the employee. So that affects me, because how am I supposed to provide great experience, build, great connections and relationships if I can't hold up my side of the bargain? I don't know if this makes any sense. It has nothing to do with what it does. Yeah, it does. That's what I learned today, that these people need to have a meeting. That's what it is. Like, there needs to be communication from everywhere. Yeah, that's basically why I started making these videos, for information like this, and just brainstorming ways to get better for myself, for them. But it's just like a captain, how he leads his team. I hate to use this example, I'm a Ronaldo fan, but Lionel Messi had the whole buy-in of his entire Argentina squad in the last World Cup, and they won, because he led them with his discipline, his work ethic, his buy-in, his sacrifice, and everyone followed him. They led with that same desire and the same devotion and hunger to accomplish what they need to accomplish. That's fire. Great example. But yeah, it's been a good month. I think I'm doing good. I don't know if I'm doing good. I don't know. Low key, I hate having weekends off because I do get Sunday scaries now. Every Sunday, I want to quit my job. Every fucking Sunday, I'm like, I'm calling out. I cannot work tomorrow. And then I get to work and it's fine. How funny is that? Anyway, it's 4:35. I'm out.